大家好，这是邓老师. Welcome back. I'm going to take you through Dialogue 1, the one that we've been using in our class for the last week or so, and the one that outlines how you can make a personal introduction. In this dialogue, there are two people. One is Xiao Li, or Li Xuehua, that's her full name, and there's also Xiao Deng, who's named Deng Weisheng. Okay, these two people are exchanging a greeting. Okay, and we'll start from the beginning. I'll take you through it. Okay, we'll start in Chinese. You can follow along with either the Chinese characters, which I will be doing with this cursor, or you can follow along using the pinyin. But notice the pinyin tones. Okay, the pinyin tones will be very important when you read this back to me in class or for future assignments. Okay, so pay close attention to the tone marks. We'll start with Xiao Li. She says, 你好，我叫小李. Oh, let's start over. She says, 你好，我叫李雪花，你呢? Okay, so she's saying, hello, my name is Li Xuehua, and you, 你呢? Okay, and Xiao Deng, he replies, 我姓邓，我的名字叫邓伟生，邓丽君的邓，伟大的伟，直升机的升，我认识你很高兴. Okay, so he's saying my last name was Xing. Xing means I am surnamed. 我姓邓. My name is 我的名字叫邓伟生。邓丽君的邓. Okay, so he's saying somebody else's name, someone famous's name, to refer which Deng he's talking about in his name. That's the character for his last name. 伟大的伟, so he's referring to 伟大 to refer to his second character in his name, 伟, and 直升机的升. Okay, so he's referring to this word for helicopter to say that this sheng is in his name. Okay, so let's just pay attention to the beginning. 我姓邓，我的名字叫邓伟生. And the last part, 我认识你很高兴. He's saying, it's very nice to meet you. If you translate it to English, it goes like this. I know you, very happy. Okay, you can see the differences in the grammar. Now, let's move on to the second part of the dialogue after part 2. Okay, now we're here. Now, Xiao Li, Li Xuehua, she's replying, is saying, 哇，你的发音很标准。我是中国留学生。我认识你，也很高兴。我的名字叫雪花. Okay, and Xiao Deng, he replies as saying, 哇，你是中国留学生，欢迎你来美国学习. Okay, so we'll go through this. In this, she replies as saying, wow, your pronunciation is very standard. That's a very authentic compliment coming from a Chinese person to a foreigner who speaks Chinese. Wow, your pronunciation is very standard. Okay, pronunciation is 发音, 很 is very, and 标准 is standard. You can see these all at the bottom, which we'll go through in a moment. Then she goes on to saying, 我是中国留学生. Okay, 我是 I am 中国 China 留学生 exchange student or study abroad student. Okay, and then she replies to say, 我认识你也很高兴. So she's saying the same thing. It's very nice to know you, but there's a very important character 也 right here before she says I'm very happy to know you. Okay, it means I'm also very happy to know you. So in this context, she's replying saying, I'm also very happy to know you. Okay, and then she says, 我的名字叫雪花. Okay, so she's saying her given name. 我的名字叫雪花. 雪花 just means snowflake, so it's a very pretty name. Alright, so moving on to Xiao Deng's reply. He says, 哇，你是中国留学生? He's surprised. He's saying, wow, you're a Chinese exchange student? 欢迎你来美国学习. So he's saying, welcome you come to America to study. Okay? So that's how a Chinese sentence can work. Now let's take a look at all of these vocabulary points that I added in here. Okay, remember? 姓, we saw that up there. 我姓邓, to be surnamed. So, 小邓 says 我姓邓. My last name is Deng. Okay, 我名字叫, 我的名字叫, 叫, this is 叫, that means to be called. Okay, so my name is, or my name is called, 我的名字叫. Okay, and then fill in the blank. 很 is a third tone. It means very. 也 means also. Okay. 是 is your equivalent to is, are, or to be. Okay. And 认识 is to know someone. Not to know some knowledge, but to know someone, as in a person. Okay. Moving down, we've got student, 学生, to study, 学习, study abroad, 留学, exchange student, 留学生. Okay, her name was 雪花, which means snowflake. Okay, pronunciation, 发音, these are two first tones, 发音. Standard, this was the adjective they used to describe how his pronunciation was, and it's standard. 标准, 标准. 来 means to come to a place. Okay. 中国, that's China. 美国, America. And here are the characters' names. This is Deng Lijun. Deng Lijun, she's a famous Chinese singer, so everybody knows her. Her last name's Deng, so he used it to describe that he is also surnamed Deng. Okay, and these are the character names: Deng Weisheng and Li Xuehua. Okay, so after listening to this video, you should be able to complete the assignment that was given on Thursday, September 25th, and that is to construct your own 3-sentence introduction. Okay, and I'll take you to that right now. Alright, at this introduction, the introduction I want you to deliver to me electronically is basically these 3 sentences. These 3 sentences. Number 1 is, my name is. Okay, and here's the pinyin. I can't use pinyin on my laptop, so I put a number for the tone. Okay, so this is 我 with a third tone. So 我, that's a number 5 is a neutral tone or silent tone. Okay. Second tone, fourth tone, fourth tone. So it's saying 我的名字叫, and then fill in the blank with your name. That's the first sentence I want you to tell me. The second sentence is how old you are. So to say how old you are, you want to refer to this year, how old you're going to turn. Okay, so if you're not 16 yet, you're 15, but before the end of this calendar year you're going to turn 16, then I want you to say you're 16, but you preface that with this year. 今年. Okay, so here it is. 我今年, and then an age, and then 岁. 岁is this last character, and that means years old. That's the unit for your age. So don't forget to say 岁. If you're 15, you would say 我今年15岁. Okay, 15岁 is 15 years old. Okay, and the last sentence, I just want you to be able to use Chinese tones correctly and say the sentence, it's very nice to meet you. 我认识你，很高兴. Okay, to say it more fluidly, I would say 我认识你，很高兴. Okay, so it's that simple. I need you to either make a video of yourself saying these 3 sentences, or send me your audio recording directly to me, not in the group, but directly to me, of you saying these 3 sentences with close to perfect Chinese tones. Okay? I look forward to hearing from all of you, and have a good weekend. See you on Monday.